October always feels a little bit like magic, doesn't it? The air gets cooler, the days a little darker, and suddenly everything feels like it's holding a secret. It's the perfect time to slow down, make something with your hands, and let that little spark of creativity turn into something beautiful. Today, I'm making a few simple Halloween decorations using things I already had at home. Paper, twigs, a bit of glue, and imagination. Nothing too difficult, just cozy handmade pieces to bring a touch of autumn and a hint of witchy charm into your space. If you love that old book kind of Halloween, the kind that smells like cinnamon, candle wax, and stories whispered in the dark, then this video is for you. Today we're making 5 different crafts for Halloween or just the autumn season. All of these are easy to make and most likely with things that you already have in your craft box. Before we begin, I should tell you there's something special waiting at the end. Each craft in today's lineup has a touch of Halloween spirit, but the last craft is different. They say some things are made for more than just decoration. Now, for the first craft, I'm starting with something simple and classic. A little paper pumpkin made entirely from old book pages. I love using materials that already have a bit of history in them. It gives the piece a story before it even begins. I started by drawing out a basic pumpkin shape, or at least half a pumpkin. Next, I folded all of the pages in half. I placed the pumpkin shape on top of it and used a pencil to draw the outline. Then I'm just going to go ahead, cut these out, and when you open them up, they should be in a bit of an exaggerated pumpkin shape. For the glue, you can really use any glue that you have. I decided to use just this white glue, kind of like an Elmer's glue, just because I wanted it to stick a lot better than what I was getting with my glue sticks. For some reason, it might be because of the humidity we're experiencing. The glue stick did not want to stick it down properly, so that's why I'm using this. It did take a little longer to dry, so I had to wait in between steps just a little bit longer. But I think at the end, as long as the glue holds, it'll look great. When it's dry, it opens up beautifully into a soft, vintage-looking pumpkin. You can leave it natural or brush the edges with a bit of paint, some gold paint to make it stand out more, but I prefer just keeping it simple. I place mine on the bookshelf next to a few candles, and it gives that perfect haunted library feel. On to the second craft, paper ghost garland. I used the same old book pages to make a simple ghost garland. First, I cut out an example ghost trace, just so that I can make sure that all of them are the same size. Next, I drew some outlines and got to cutting. Now, the longer you want your garland to be, obviously the more ghosts you will need. I love how these look above my desk. They're so simple, but it just brings such a vibe to my office and definitely is perfect for the spooky season. The next craft might seem extremely simple and probably something that you would do with your preschooler, and you're not wrong. This is definitely something that we've done at my school, at the kindergarten, and it's so much fun. Why not? So I just use some black cardstock, folded it in half, and drew half of the silhouette of a bat, and that's it. These are super easy. Just trace bat shapes onto black paper and cut them out. I know, super basic, but once you stick them to your walls, especially if you have a lot of them, it really changes the whole vibe of your space. I put them on our walls in the office. I put them on our front glass door so that you could see them from outside. This next one is probably the most time-consuming one that I have on this list, but I did buy some air dry clay a few months ago and I haven't gotten to using it for anything yet, but it's always nice to have some just in case an idea sparks. So I have 2 packs of these. I only needed a small bit of one of the packs. For this one, I am using air dry clay. And what, you may ask, are we doing with this clay that I had lying around? Well, we are making a clay ghost. If you're still here, thank you so much, and thanks for spending a little bit of crafty time with me. Now, our last craft for today, as promised, will bring a little bit of protection to you and your home. Now, before we move on to the last craft, I wanted to add a touch of something a little more witchy, something that feels older, like a kind of magic that hums quietly in the woods. So, one quiet morning, I went out to gather a few things, some fallen twigs, some pine needles and pine cones, the kind of ingredients that carry stories of the earth, and maybe just a little bit of enchantment. This next piece is not just decoration, it's also a little symbol of protection and intention, a reminder of warmth, grounding, and the quiet kind of magic that lives all around us. And that's all my DIYs for this Halloween. Simple, some witchy, and made with things I already had at home. I hope this gave you some cozy inspiration for your own space. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have an amazing Halloween this year. Stay safe, and as always, I hope you have a very crafty day.